What's up, guys? FD coming at you with another video here. Today I'm going to talk about GoPro camera setup. So this camera right here I've been using for the past 6 months. The main troubles I'm having is the recording. Sometimes it doesn't like to record. However, I found it that using a correct memory, a micro SD card, it works fine. You just have to find one that works with it. So, and that's, I don't know, it's usually hit or miss. I got this one off Amazon for $15. It's a 32 gigabyte with a 10 write speed. You can see it. This is the mount that I use. It goes on your head. This is the mount that I use for the GoPro Hero Session. It has the mount clips on the bottom, and I find that the problem with this is that you put it in and you can't seat it back all the way properly. Buy a joint like this,
put it on, fixate this joint onto the mount, and you open that, throw this one on here.
and you can seat it back all the way. So it's a little joint that helps you, seat it back correctly. So yeah, it's relatively cheap and it gives you a nice seating back properly. The other downside with this camera is that the internal battery lasts probably like a half a day. You have to really be on top of recording and not recording, starting and stopping your videos to conserve battery. I avoid this by running 2 GoPros, so this is one of 2 that I run. But yeah, it's a great GoPro for starting. I know that they just came out with the GoPro Hero 5 session, and that one has image stabilization, so I would definitely recommend that one because, Airsoft is a lot of shaky running and, mess. Next thing I want to talk about is the selfie camera. This is the Sony HD Cam AES15, the very first model that they came out with. I got this one for $100. The reason I got this one is because this one was, at the time, the first to acquire like an image stabilization, or what they call a steady shot feature. So there's like a gyro in here that adjusts to the camera shaking and whatnot. So that's why I got this camera, and my original plan was to take the lens out and replace it with a 25mm lens, and I tried that, but it didn't fit quite appropriately. You need the ASV100 type model. It's a white Sony HD cam. That model will work with the lenses. I just haven't got around to testing the feature and all of that. The reason I like this one is because it's very low profile. I can mount it on my gun like this. It'll be looking right at me, and it's very sleek, very nice. I have a mount for it that I 3D printed, and it works great. I mean, it might not look like the best quality, but if it works, I'm not complaining. So I just throw it in here, mount it on my gun like so, looking at me, and that's basically it. So whenever you see selfie cam footage, this is what you're looking at, and this camera works great camera. You can change the batteries. It works great. I definitely recommend it. Get a newer model. These ones are the old models. I'm pretty sure you could pick these up around like $80 somewhere, Craigslist maybe. So the next camera that I want to talk about is the trak ATN HD-X. Now, I used this one for about a couple months before it completely just went out on me. So it's a 5x zoom lens, and it shoots 1080p for 30 frames per second. I would just like to say that this camera I would not recommend. Reason being, I used this for about 3 months, and it just gave me a lot of problems. The image was not good, very distorted. It's very shaky. I don't understand how you can even see a bullet being fired from this thing, or nevertheless hold on to a gun, because it's all mostly plastic. It's plastic. The build quality is terrible. The battery life is terrible. Probably lasts an hour or two. And now the image that I have from it, or the image that I get from it, is it's out of focus. So it's completely out of focus, and I can't try to refocus it. There's no way to adjust it. So it's basically useless now. I mean, I do use it as a laser. That's probably the only good use it has, is the laser. But other than that, it's a terrible camera. I would say stay away from it. What I do recommend is a Mobius 2 or a Runcam 2. But if you're on a budget, just go for the Mobius. It's I want to say it's $80 on Amazon. Yeah, I just ordered one. $80 on Amazon, $15 for protection. These do not offer protection, so I spent $120 on this, and now I'm out of luck. But yeah, stay away from the shot track. Go for the Mobius Runcam with a 25mm zoom lens. That's the best way to go for a zoom camera. Last but not least, we have the GoPro Hero 4. I've seen a lot of people use this as their main camera, which, you know, it's great if you want the best quality image. However, I do not feel that it is necessary to have this huge block on your head. I mean, I know it's kind of funny to say when this is a block, but it's just wider. It does give you a better image completely. However, the new GoPro Hero 5 session gives you the same quality as this one now. So, like I said, go with the 5 session if you have the money. If you want to, you know, go for the best quality image, then this is the way you want to go. I throw this up in my drone. I mount it on my drone gimbal, and yeah, it gets the aerial footage. Great footage. I have had no problems with this. So great on battery life. Records 4K in 30 frames per second. Battery life is phenomenal. It lasts the entire day, and I can remove it as well. Very easy to set up. It's just the best camera overall in my opinion as of right now, until the GoPro Hero 5 comes out. This is the best camera on the market, I believe. So if you're looking for a drone camera, or if you already have a drone cam, you know, then that's cool. You can mount this on your head, or, you know, whatever fixation you want. I've actually saw this weekend someone mounted this to their chest, and it was used by, he mounted it to an NVG mount, and then he velcroed it to his chest, and it was actually pretty cool. But yeah, you could do a number of things with this thing. That I like to run, or try to run 4 at once. However, sometimes that's not always the case. I found it that the best setup to go with is the zoom cam and the selfie camera. Why is that? I don't know. I think the footage comes out better because, you know, you see how you get into position and how you take that shot, and then once you take that shot, you see exactly where it goes, who you hit. I've had a time where I was running these 3 at once, and the GoPro failed on me, so all I had was this to work with, and the footage came out great. I'll put the video and the link in the description so that way you can kind of see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, if you had to go with a couple of cameras, you know, to start out with, I would definitely recommend these two, right? Or not these two exactly. I would just say get a selfie cam and get a zoom cam. The reason being is because whenever you have just a GoPro and you're playing Airsoft, it's really boring. No one knows where you're shooting at. It's not practical in a sense, you know. It's not really that practical unless you're playing CQB and you can zoom in on who you're shooting. This way you get everything. You get you know, maneuvering, you changing magazines, doing everything that you're doing, and this shows everything that you're shooting. So if you're gonna spend money on cameras, definitely go for a zoom cam first, and then go for a GoPro or a selfie cam. Zoom camera first, then GoPro or selfie cam. So if that's what you're gonna do, if you're gonna, you know, start videotaping your Airsoft, I would definitely recommend just go with the zoom cam. Get a Mobius, get a Runcam, screw the ATN track shot. They suck, and definitely go with the zoom cam first. That's all I have to say. I hear a lot of people complaining that they watch 10 seconds of people's videos because all it is them with the GoPro, and they don't know what they're shooting at, who they're shooting at, and it's true, you know. So these are the cameras that I run, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed this video.